In their compartment later that night, Lucien is pawed awake by Fox, who anxiously tries to rouse his friend. As Lucien comes around, he says tiredly, "What is it, Fox? What's wrong?" Becoming more coherent, he begins to hear what Fox is hearing, the sounds of general alarm and excitement above them on deck. Through the heavy planking, Lucien can make out the muffled yells of the sailors as they rush back and forth above. He hears something else, too. The wind. It has risen to a furious level, and is making a strange hissing noise as it blows through the rigging and infiltrates the ship. It's a menacing sound that Lucien has never heard before. He clutches Fox to him instinctively. "Do you suppose we are being attacked, Fox? Or attacking another ship?" Just as the words escape his lips, he is suddenly forced to grab hold of the edge of the bed as the ship is rocked violently on the rising waves, to keep them both from tumbling out onto the floor. "We must be in a gale, Fox," he continues with growing excitement. Pausing to listen for a moment more, with Fox tilting his head to do the same, he continues, "Do you hear? The sailors are rushing about, taking in the sails and securing everything on deck. Let's go have a look. We will stay far out of the way." With that, he slips carefully down from the bed, steadying himself against it as the ship heaves over another wave. Deftly grabbing Fox and placing him on the floor, he steps carefully toward the door. But before he can pull it open, the ship rocks again, leaning hard, throwing Lucien against it. As the ship comes upright again, Lucien pushes himself back and tries to open the door just far enough to peek out. But another sudden lurch of the vessel, in the opposite direction, sends the boy sprawling back against the bed, letting the door fly wide and allowing a violent burst of wind through the opening. Lucien winces and shields his eyes as Fox instinctively turns his head away from the open door and the cloud of particles blowing through it. With his eyes covered by a raised arm and squinting almost shut, Lucien heaves himself at the door and manages to push it closed against the wind. Once it's latched, he turns around, blinking his watering eyes, and carefully wipes them with his shirt. His vision restored, he wonders aloud, "Fox, what could be happening?" He starts to step over to the dog, but a strange scraping sound underfoot gets his attention, and he reaches down to the floorboards to investigate. "Fox, there is sand on the floor. The wind has blown sand into our room," he says as he stands up. Looking around, he sees that the entire floor is now covered with a layer of fine white crystals.